Okay, so now we are back with problem number one. And we want to find r to the nearest tenth of a foot. So let me kind of just go through this step by step because it's less confusing that way. All right, so here's my triangle. Now, remember I said it doesn't really matter which letter you use. So if I'm looking for r, it makes sense that r squared is going to be here. And the same letter ends and starts the equation. So if psi r is here, angle r is going to be here. And then the other two letters, the s and the t, are the ones that's going to go right in here. So here I have r squared equals to s squared plus t squared minus 2 times s times t times cosine of r. So I'm basically using these two sides plus I am using the angle in between. So if you look at the way the substitution is, it's 10 squared plus 17 squared minus 2 times 10 times 17 times the cosine of 105. So now at this point, I'm looking for r, not r squared. So I'm taking the square root of both sides. And if I did that, and try to verify that with your calculator too, please. On your calculator, you should be getting 21.8 because I did ask for the nearest tenth of a foot. So your answer for r would be 21.8 feet. And I want it to make sense to you that 105 must be the largest angle in your triangle because you can't have two angles in a triangle. And if 105 degrees is the largest angle, then psi r, right opposite, should be the longest side, and it is at 21.8 feet. Okay, make sure you are able to copy all the work down. When you do your classwork, I expect the same type of work, so I can see that there's understanding in there as far as the steps go. All right, so let's go on to the next problem. Okay, so again, just to minimize any type of overload, let me just kind of do that again. All right, so here I have, sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, I've got triangle ABC, and what I've given you is that psi C is, no, I'm not giving you psi C. I am giving you angle C. Angle C is 17 degrees. Psi B, which is opposite angle B, is 3 meters. And then psi A, which is opposite angle A, is 7 centimeters. So I am asked to find psi C to the nearest hundredth of a centimeter. Well, if I'm looking for psi C, the first thing I'm going to want to do is use the law of sines. Because the law of sines, as you could probably see from the previous problem, it's just a lot faster to do because it's just basically two ratios to form a proportion. But for me to use the law of sines, I need to have two angles, and I don't have two angles. So now it's not a matter of choice, it's a matter of I have no choice. So if I am going to use C, if that's what I'm looking for, again remember, the same letter starts and ends the equation, so psi C has to be your beginning. And then angle C is at the end. So I'm hoping you would have written the exact same equation. I'm looking for psi C. Psi C is here. Angle C goes to the end. And what I'm working with, since I'm looking for psi C, are these two sides and the angle right in between. That's the a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine C. So again, in my substitution, it looks like this. It's got 7 squared plus 3 squared minus 2 times 7 times 3 cosine of 17. So I'm just doing a straight substitution. And now, because I'm looking for C and not C squared, I just take the square root of both sides. Again, making sure I'm in degree mode. And if you put this into your calculator, and this could all be done in one step, you're going to get to the nearest hundredth of a centimeter. C is 4.22 centimeters. So right over here would be 4.22 centimeters. And again, I want that to make sense to you. The fact that it's not the biggest side, it's in between 3 and 7. Okay? All right, so I think at this point I'm going to stop this and go on to slide 3 because I don't want to take a chance that this is not going to post. So let me go ahead and get out. And all I'm going to do right now is just name the slide. So feel free to exit out right now and go ahead and go to slide 3. 2, 3. All right, see you at the next slide.